From the Rexworth penthouse, away from Castle Rexworth and Rexworth Estates, I bid all of you good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever you are, and whenever you are. My name is Rexworth, Lord Rexworth, and I welcome you to our Thursday night stream. We're going to be playing more Yakuza 3. It is an older title, even though it was for, I believe it was for PlayStation 3 originally, but yeah, PlayStation 3... hard to believe that was a long time ago. About, what, 10, 15 years ago when that first came out? I don't know. Anyway, going to be playing some more of the remastered version of that. And we have left the Okinawan paradise and are now making our way back to Kamurocho. So, should be interesting. Do want to make everybody aware of some upcoming programming that you can expect on this channel. I used to have a stream schedule that was so easy to find, and now I don't. Ah yes, here we are. Okay, so, tomorrow night, you want to be here, 8 PM Eastern, 7 Central. We're going to be continuing on Stardew Valley with Rodeo Rampage. And then 2 PM on Saturday, we're going to be continuing on with Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. We are sort of, I guess, double dealing here on our Yakuza games. And then 2 PM Sunday, continuing on with It Takes Two and Nozomi Owen. Fairly close to the finale for that one. And then next week, I've got some treats for you. Special surprises. Let's see, Thursday of next week, I will be joining Faye and May Nightshade in playing Supermarket together. That is an interesting little thread that ties the three of us together as VTubers. And I'll keep that card close to the vest until next week. Friday at, I believe, 8 PM, maybe a little bit later, I will be joining a group of VTubers. You may know them. Elijah Knightley, Audrey Norfolk, Megalum, Razorwind, Dr. Frankie, and Dylan. And we are going to be playing Marvel Rivals. First time I've ever played it on stream. Should be a lot of fun. So that's something to look forward to. And then we'll do more Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. 2 PM Saturday, the usual time. Sunday, TBD. To be determined. But anyways, let me go ahead and plug in the usual things. You can find all of my links on my website, lordrexworth.com. That is lordrexworth.com. Make sure you're following me over on Twitter, twitter.com/lordrexworth, twitter.com/lordrexworth. You can also find me over on Blue Sky. Just search Lord Rexworth and you'll find me. Let's see. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Lord Rexworth VT. Got a lot of pre-recorded content through the end of this month and all the way through the end of March. Lots of premieres set up, lots of clips coming. So the content never ends, and would love for you to join me over there. We're also simulcasting, streaming over on YouTube tonight, along with Twitch and Kick. So you'll want to definitely want to stay subscribed and tap the bell to enable all notifications. Then let's see, what else? Oh yes. Don't forget to join me for the Castle Rexworth Discord. There's the link there on the Twitch side of chat. And then there's the throne page. And then, let's see. There's my coffee page. custom voice comms are open right now. Just buy me a coffee. Right. All of that housekeeping out of the way. Let us do the news. And we're going to keep it fairly short. I think I've got two things that I want to talk about tonight. The first, in case you've been living under a rock, the Jeffrey Epstein files got released today. Or at least what we thought was supposed to be the Epstein file releases. Yeah, it turned out it was a bit of a nothingburger. It was given to a select group of journalists and influencers. It did not contain any new names or details of note. It was, as Zero Hedge is reporting here, a giant nothingburger with no pickles or fries. And considering that Epstein was likely a Mossad honeypot operation, well, what did you expect? Got the meme here from Scooby-Doo. If you want a seriously good rundown of the Epstein files, what we know to date, what we're looking for, Jay Shams over on Twitter. He's got an interesting thread here. Most of the Epstein docs we've seen over the past several years have come out of civil litigation between one of Jeffrey Epstein's accusers and his co-conspirator Ghislaine Maxwell. It also led to the criminal case against Maxwell, which he's already gone into detail over at Business Insider. The documents have been subject to a protracted sealing and unredaction process because of privacy rights of the victims and third-party figures, as well as the decision of a now-dead federal judge. The whole thing has become a giant mess. We've also seen documents from Epstein's life from litigation from the US Virgin Islands, much of which has been made public following Freedom of Information Act requests. And then there's litigation against banks accused of facilitating sex trafficking to Epstein. Flight logs people have asked about things that have been public for years. Business Insider even cleaned up the data, put it in a searchable format, and made infographics. The Black Book, or some versions of it, are also publicly available. That's been made into a nice searchable database. Although multiple versions of Epstein's Black Book, which is really just an address book, exist, it was a whole big legal issue in the Ghislaine Maxwell trial. So what are the Epstein files that we still don't have? And does the Attorney General, Pam Bondi, even have access to them? Jay Shams tweeting, I would love it if the Justice Department published records of that the FBI seized when they arrested Epstein and raided his properties in 2019. He himself has filed FOIA requests for these records and have been denied. But hopefully Attorney General Bondi will make them public. We saw some of these records and glimpses of others during bail arguments for Jeffrey Epstein during Ghislaine Maxwell's trial, and it's clear there was a lot of material. Obviously, the Justice Department should make reductions for victim privacy. That does take time, but it's already been several years. So when we talk about the Epstein files the Justice Department has in its possession, it is this that comes to mind. So will Bondi give us new Epstein files, or will we just see the same already public material repackaged with a shiny new press release? Jay Shams saying, I'm cynical, but I hope my cynicism is misplaced. I'm a bit cynical myself because, yeah, let's face it, it's one of those things, it's like the meme goes, nothing ever happens. Sorry about that, chat. Let's see. Here's an example of a third party whose name was initially redacted in Jeffrey Epstein-related court documents for privacy reasons. That would be the current sitting president. He had been secretly disguised as Doe number 174. I should point out that the Jeffrey Epstein client list does not exist and makes no sense on multiple levels. You think he made a list? He might. You never know. I think this is just sort of arguing over semantics and just how many angels you can fit on the head of a pin. When people say client list, I think we all kind of know what they're talking about. It's not just the Justice Department that's keeping Jeffrey Epstein-related files under wraps. Steve Bannon says he took 15 hours of footage of Epstein. They spent months together before Epstein's death. So where's the footage? I should like to know the same myself. Why won't Steve Bannon release the footage? As I expected, the New York Post is reporting the Justice Department will publish old documents that have been public for a decade. This list has been public since 2015. All one has to do is Google it. Looks like Pam Bondi will instead use the Epstein files vaporware as an excuse to file a bunch of people from the FBI field office in New York. That does appear to be what's going on here. That it was really just a pretense to start getting rid of people. We're already hearing reports that of rumblings in the interior of government. Scuttlebutt saying that, yeah, prepare for mass layoffs and firings. I mean, not that we haven't had that already. Heartened by the assurance that she'll release the files in New York and hope that it's actually true. Taking a baseball bat to the MAGA hornet's nest, the GOP House Judiciary Committee account, controlled by Chairman Jim Jordan, posted a rickroll instead of Epstein files, and now supporters are annoyed and angry. The idea that Kash Patel and Pam Bondi legitimately believed the Epstein files were only 200 pages is not remotely believable. No, this is thousands upon thousands of pages we're talking about here, chat. The DOJ brought prosecutions against Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell years ago. The dockets and public evidence alone run into the thousands of pages. See, there you go. The Justice Department obviously collected far more evidence than what was disclosed at trial, because that's what happens in every criminal case. They have tens of thousands of pages. They have pictures and probably video. 200 pages is a joke. And then, let's see, is this what trustworthy independent media is supposed to look like? Retweeting from Jordan Schachtel. Guys, you probably shouldn't just copy and paste the talking points. The lack of self-respect is off the charts. Their ideology is monetization. You've got Chad Prather here, talking about how he met up with President Trump and the Vice President and the Attorney General and the FBI Director in the Oval Office, and they handed him a binder copy of the Epstein files, the most transparent administration in American history. And the best part, this is just the start. People will be going to jail for what they've done. And then you've also got DC Drano saying the exact same thing. This is... wow. You couldn't at least put it through ChatGPT and say, hey, rewrite this to avoid accusations of plagiarism. I mean, really. In a press release, Bondi published a PDF of what appears to be an evidence log of some of what the FBI obtained via search warrant in 2019. Don't remember seeing this before. The files undercut the notion that Pam Bondi and Kash Patel actually believed 200 pages would be everything. The evidence log describes multiple hard drives, iPads, laptops, etc. being obtained. Obviously, there's more than 200 pages of material on there. But yeah, DC Drano, Chad Prather, they got played, and they're obviously grifting. Bondi's press release about the Epstein files also says the documents previously leaked, which is strange. They were made public through litigation. Again, what they're saying makes no sense. Anyways, getting back to the Zero Hedge article, they point out this part in particular. I would love it if the Justice Department published records the FBI seized when they arrested Epstein and raided his properties in 2019. I filed FOIA requests for these records and have been denied. We saw some of these records and glimpses of others during bail arguments for Jeffrey Epstein and during Ghislaine Maxwell's trial. It's clear there was a lot of material. To that end, there is still a glimmer of hope, but don't hold your breath, as Attorney General Pam Bondi announced on Thursday that there are still thousands of pages of documents in the FBI's investigation into Epstein that were withheld from her, which she has demanded by Friday morning, that's tomorrow, at 8 a.m. Bondi wrote in a letter to Patel, quote, by 8 a.m. tomorrow, February 8th, The FBI will deliver the full and complete Epstein files to my office, including all records, documents, audio and video recordings, and materials related to Jeffrey Epstein and his clients, regardless of how such information was obtained. Again, don't hold your breath. Those that are actually believing that we're going to get something out of this, I think you're going to be disappointed. This seems like a con job, fairly similar to Q, the whole QAnon thing, and just the whole trust the plan, bro type thing. New York Post also reporting it's a nothing burger. Sources reviewed the files said the release spans more than 100 pages, including a list of contacts without further context. The person said the unveiling was likely to be a disappointment to sleuths eager for bombshell new evidence about the billionaire pedophile's connection to prominent political and business leaders. Former President Bill Clinton, Bill Gates, Prince Andrew, and President Trump are among the high-profile people who associated with Epstein, though Trump reportedly banned Epstein from Mar-a-Lago in 2007 over an incident with a club member's daughter. A client list is not included in the initial release, which is compiled into binders describing the disclosure as Phase 1 of the Epstein files, according to the source. Needless to say, the way this release has been handled is not going over very well. We've got this tweet from Representative Anna Paulina Luna. I nor the task force were given or reviewed the Epstein documents being released today. A New York Post story just revealed that the documents will simply be Epstein's phone book. This is not what we or the American people asked for, and a complete disappointment. Get us the information we asked for. T. Beckett Adams writing, going out on a limb here, but treating a supposed kitty diddler dossier like it's a Wonka ticket is both a poor strategy and gross. Hey everyone, I have a list of all the members of an ultra-powerful international paedophile ring. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Yeah, that's pretty gross. This just... It all feels so wrong. Happy Mars, welcome in. Not taking the release well, lol. No. A lot of people aren't. But anyways, that's where we're at. Don't trust the plan, everyone. My advice to you. You're only going to be disappointed. And this seems like, seems like a rerun of some of the things we encountered with the previous Trump administration, unfortunately. But yeah, this one, this ain't it, Chief. This ain't it. Here's something that's interesting. There's been talk about this on, well, at least one of the podcasts I was listening to earlier this week, and that's the podcast The Lotus Eaters. Where's the gold in Fort Knox? We don't have an answer to that. Never really been audited. They say it was audited back in the 70s. That's a lie. They just let a couple of senators or Congress critters in there to have a tour, have a look-see around. But in recent days, President Trump, Elon Musk, Senator Rand Paul, some others have pressed for an audit of U.S. gold reserves with a special focus on the gold at Fort Knox. Perfectly reasonable, given the U.S. gold reserves, which are the property of the U.S. Treasury and not the Federal Reserve, have not undergone even a partial audit in at least 40 years. And part of the reason... Wait, what? Yes, welcome in, Rosso. Hello there. Part of the reason for the audit is to discover if any of the gold has been stolen. The U.S. Mint, the government agency that acts as custodian of the gold, has reported for many years that the official size of the gold reserve is 8,133.46 metric tons of gold. Since there has been no audit in so many decades, though, the Mint's position is essentially, trust us, bro. Or, in more modern vernacular, Echoing Senator Armstrong from Metal Gear Rising, my source is I made it the fuck up. Trusting federal bureaucrats has never been a particularly wise policy, and this is why there are ongoing demands for some sort of transparent audit. If the total size of US gold holdings is revealed to be a number below the official number, then it will just be the latest reminder that there are a great many thieves and incompetents among the people running the US federal government. After all, if there is less gold than reported in the US gold reserves, it was presumably stolen at some point. This would be a fitting destiny for the US government's gold, since much of that was stolen to begin with. And when I say stolen, I don't even mean in the sense that taxation is theft, and that the US bought the gold using tax dollars. In truth, the way the US Treasury acquired much of its gold hoard is even more underhanded than ordinary taxation. Rather, it is likely that most of the gold at Fort Knox, as with the US regime's gold in general, is gold stolen from ordinary Americans as part of Franklin Roosevelt's efforts to end the gold standard and confiscate private gold holdings in the United States. That is, the US gold reserves are a legacy of the way the US government reneged on its promises to redeem US dollars in gold. Rather than pay out the gold that was owed to holders of US dollars, the US government hoarded it instead. That stolen gold is what the auditors will be counting if the US government ever allows an honest accounting of the Treasury's gold reserves. In a 1994 article for the Journal of Economic Education, economist William C. Wood writes, "The Fort Knox Depository is now an artifact of gold standard days. The gold currently in Fort Knox came from the melting of Depression-era gold coins, from Lend-Lease arrangements in World War II, and from government operations under the gold standard." That reference to Depression-era gold coins is telling. Most of those gold coins were likely the coins confiscated from private owners by the US government following Roosevelt's Executive Order 6102 outlawing private ownership of gold. Few Americans owned gold bars, of course, and the gold that was in non-institutional private hands was mostly gold coin. Roosevelt's edict required that private citizens hand this gold over to the US government in exchange for what was effectively below market prices. And what if you would rather not give up your property to the US government? Well, too bad. Moreover, private banks and the central bank held gold in the form of coins for dollar holders who, prior to confiscation, would occasionally present US dollars for redemption in gold. This is in part the gold in Fort Knox that Wood classifies as gold held for government operations under the gold standard. After 1933, however, banks did not need to hold on to any gold coins for this purpose, since Roosevelt's effort to end the gold standard included a prohibition on banks paying out gold. So these coins ceased to have an immediate market value among banks. Where did all these gold coins end up? Most ended up at the US Treasury after the Treasury seized the Federal Reserve's gold in 1934. Evidence of this can be found in the nature of the gold that is now held in Fort Knox. Wood further explains the gold there is not the type of gold usually found in gold bars used for international transactions. The gold resulting from the melting of coinage has considerably lower quality than the fine or good delivery gold commonly used in international trade. The majority of the gold in Fort Knox is the lower quality coin gold. The legacy of the US regime's gold theft is not limited to the coins that happen to be in private hands in 1933, however. Much of the gold that is in US gold reserves today is gold that would have been paid out to the private sector had the US government not reneged on its promises to buy war bonds with gold. Every time there's a debate over the so-called debt ceiling, various servants of the US regime like Jerome Powell or Janet Yellen claim the United States has never defaulted. This is a lie. Arguably, it was a default in the broad sense when Roosevelt's regime refused to make good on its obligations to dollar holders under the gold standard. The US also defaulted in a formal and legal sense when it refused to pay its World War I Liberty bonds in gold as promised. Specifically, in 1934, the United States defaulted on the fourth Liberty Bond. The contracts between debtor and creditor on these bonds was clear. The bonds were to be payable in gold. This presented a big problem for the US, which was facing big debts in the 1930s after the First World War. As described by John Chamberlain, by the time Franklin Roosevelt entered office in 1933, the interest payments alone would drain in the treasury of gold. And because the treasury had only $4.2 billion in gold, it was obvious there would be no way to pay the principal when it became due in 1938. not to mention meet expenses and other debt obligations. These other debt obligations were substantial. Ever since the 1890s, the Treasury had been gold short and had financed its deficit by making new bond issues to attract gold for paying the interest of previous issues. The result was that by 1933, total debt was $22 billion, and the amount of gold needed to pay even the interest on it was soon going to be insufficient. So how did the US government deal with this? Chamberlain notes that Roosevelt decided to default on the whole of the domestically held debt by refusing to redeem in gold to Americans. In other words, thanks to profligate deficit spending, the US government was running out of gold by the early 1930s, so the regime defaulted on the gold bonds. The gold that would have passed into private hands was hoarded by the federal government, declared off limits to the public, and much of that gold remains in US gold reserves today. Not all of the US Treasury's gold is stolen from ordinary Americans. Some is stolen from foreign governments. Another illustration of the dishonesty of the "we never defaulted" narrative is the fact that the US government defaulted in 1971 on its obligations to foreign governments under the Bretton Woods system. That is, rather than pay what was owed to foreign governments, the US government once again decided to steal this gold and simply said tough luck to anyone with a legal claim to the gold. Or as Treasury Secretary John Connally said at the time, "The dollar is our currency, but it's your problem." The gold reserve was never supposed to be a static, untouchable hoard of the US federal government as it is now. It was supposed to be there for Americans and other users of dollars who traded in their dollars for gold. Gold was supposed to flow in and out, and then the US government slammed the doors of the federal gold vault shut and declared the gold is all ours forever. Like most everything else the US government owns, the gold in the US gold reserves is there due to many years of lies, gaslighting, and deception. The gold is there because the US regime defaulted on its debts and reneged on its promises to back dollars in gold. If a true auditing team is ever allowed to actually examine the US regime's gold, it will be examining the evidence of crimes from long ago. The auditors will be counting the gold stolen from our ancestors to enrich the state and its friends. So yeah, where's the gold? And where's the list? The proper list? Where's all this evidence in the Jeffrey Epstein drama? That whole saga. Two questions that people are demanding answers to. And we damn well better get them. Otherwise, there'll be hell to pay. Starting in probably the midterm election. But anyways, that's the news. Not going to spend a whole lot of time on that tonight, just because I know it's going to be a short stream. Let's get Yakuza 3 up and running. And we will also update our category over on Twitch. Because, chat, you know what isn't a nothing burger? Yakuza. Hey, he did it. He said the stream title. Look at him. Goes to show how bad a president FDR actually was. Yeah, no, he was... I have some sympathy for the notions of the four freedoms that he elucidated. But, yeah, no. He did a lot of bad things. And used the pretense of war to justify a lot of those bad things, too. My people owe the Americans a tremendous debt for, well, for practically saving our bacon during the Second World War. But that said, and, you know, it's right and proper that there's a stone plaque in FDR's memory at Westminster Cathedral. But all of that said, he was still human at the end of the day. And, yeah, he did his share of bad things. Club Asia. Oh yes, this is how you're supposed to learn new moves, is take pictures of crazy scenarios. You can tell not a lot has changed. A lot of these same maps ported over since, gosh, for a long time they were still using assets, a lot of the same assets from like Yakuza 4 up into 5, sort of refreshing and revamping some things for 6. I think it was 7, Yakuza Like a Dragon, that we finally got like an honest-to-goodness complete revamping of everything in a brand new game engine. But amazing how long they were able to make things last, and they were able to put out games a lot quicker that way too. Quit lying and pay back that money, jackass! What the hell? You'll never catch me like that. Damn it. That arsehole's quick. What's going on here? The hell? Out of the way. I'm in a hurry here. Shit, it got away. Damn it, look what you... Wait, are you? You wouldn't happen to be... You aren't Kiryu-san, 4th chairman of the Tojo clan, are you? That's right. We know each other. Oh, you don't know me, but I sure as hell know you. Can't believe I ran into you here. I didn't think I'd ever get to meet you. I heard this rumor you'd left the city. Really, it's an honor, sir. Right. Who are you? Oh, sorry about that. Call me Shibayama. I'm a debt collector. So a loan shark, then. Yeah, I've never made it into the Yakuza like you, but always looked up to you during your old loan collecting days. Hell, we've got legends of the stuff you did collecting for the Dojima family. Is that so? Not much of a happy ending to those legends, though. I got into loan collecting because I wanted to climb the Yakuza ladder just like you. Oh, yeah? Well, good luck with that. But there's this guy, Motoyama, who's really pissing me off. He's got the cash to pay, but he just keeps running off. And that's not all. This creep's a real piece of work. He tries to trick women and even his own friends into paying off his loans for him. Hey, I know. You think you could help me catch him? And I'd really like to see your work. Yeah, sure, why not? This guy Motoyama sounds like a real scumbag. Guess I could help you out. I really appreciate it. And hey, maybe you can learn a thing or two by watching you work. So, what do you want me to do? Well, I just got a tip the bastard just made 1,000,000 yen off the horse races. I want him to pay off our loan before he uses it all up. This is a photo of Motoyama. He's wearing prison stripes. He looks like he belongs in prison. Or working at the nearest Foot Locker. Inataki, welcome in. Hello, hello. Oh, chat. I'm going to tease you with a little something here. I got a little musical something coming soon with a little help from Hinataki here. Actually, a lot of help. She's been absolutely brilliant. Could never have done this without her help. So, stay tuned. Watch for that. Where is black and white wall? Yes. The Jerkos is 1,000,000 yen, but he's an idiot when it comes to money. He just spends whatever he's got in his pocket. We gotta find him and get him to pay back that loan before he spends it all. This guy really does sound like a pain in the ass. I'll call you whenever I get a tip about his whereabouts. Beat him up or whatever you have to do. Just get that money back. And whatever you can get back for me, I'll give you 10%. Just remember, the faster you catch him, the bigger the reward you'll get. Got it. I'll give you my phone number. Call me when you know where he's at. Okay, will do. And thanks again. All right. We've got a deadbeat we've got to chase down. Taking a break and eating dinner, then I'll have to lurk. All right then, that's fine. Yeah, you can tell with the crowds they have made some improvements. The people, they just tend to form these clumps after a while in some of the older games. Then later games, more recent ones, they tend to the crowds tend to be a bit more organic looking. Taichi's calling. Hope everything's alright. Hello, Uncle Kaz. Hey, Taichi. Everything alright down there? Oh yeah, everything's fine. So, what's with the phone call then? Oh, come on. Can't I just give you a call now and then? Doesn't always have to be for emergencies. Oh, fair enough. You eating okay? Jeez, you worry too much about us, Uncle Kaz. Of course I am. Alright then. So, what's the matter? Well, I was wondering how long it's going to be till you come home. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe a few days. Oh, well, in that case, can you pick something up for me before you leave Kamurocho? Depends on what you want. Well, could you get me the newest issue of 5? 5? What, you mean Shonen 5? Yep, that's the one. I'm surprised you knew what it was, Uncle Kaz. Usually you're pretty clueless about stuff like that. Hey, Shonen 5's pretty mainstream. Anyway, want you to get me the latest issue. The one out this week? Yeah. They're announcing the winners of the Shonen 5 Awards in this issue. I'm super pumped. Hold on. Don't they sell that magazine in Okinawa too? Why don't you buy it yourself? This kind of stuff I give you an allowance for, Taichi. I can't. Taichi. I'm serious. It's out in Tokyo, but it's not out in Okinawa, not yet. What do you mean? Wait, don't you know? They always release stuff later here than on the mainland. Right. Anyway, I just gotta know what happens next. I'll even pay you back when you get here. Please, just get me one. Alright, alright. Guess it wouldn't hurt to swing by a konbini and take a look. There we go. Now, what's his problem? Is he staring at me? It's like he's heading outside. Let's see. This is something else I don't miss, chat. The small inventory. I'm glad they made it much bigger. There we go. Shonen 5. Got that copy of Shonen 5 Taichi wanted. They'll be over the moon when I get back. I missed all the licensed drinks from Pirate Yakuza. 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 Hey, that did the trick. Yeah. Discard that. Discard that as well. Magnetized metal. Strange. Eating and typing mistakes. It's alright, I understand. Do you need something? Oh, no, I was just reading this article. The Millennium Tower bombing. That magazine must be 3 years old. Looks like I'm in it. Yeah, that's me, all right. What of it?
Yeah.
No, well, I mean, it's not you. I'm looking for this man, the one behind you in the picture. He's my father. He's been gone for 14 years. I miss Kamurocho. Yeah. Nothing quite like it. He used to run a money lending company in Kamurocho, but 14 years ago he shut it all down and went into hiding. I've been looking for him ever since. So that's your dad? Yeah. Couldn't believe it when I first saw this article. A couple of years back. It's him, all right. I thought he might be somewhere in Kamurocho, so I came here, but so far nobody's recognized him. Then I saw you at this convenience store, the man in the picture with my father. The guy in this photo does look kind of familiar. Was something wrong? Just thinking. Well, you could try asking the person who took the photo. Oh, you might be right. But how would I reach them? Just call the magazine's editorial desks. They should know. Oh, right. Of course. Ah, crap. Battery's dead. Ah, fine. I can make the call. Pass the magazine. Yeah, I figure they don't, Kamurocho doesn't really feature in the new Pirate Yakuza game. I think they've sort of moved on from that to Hawaii. Everything's getting so bigger and grander and more grandiose with the plot lines, so I don't know. Perhaps they've outgrown Kamurocho in a way for the use of backdrop for their plot. Who knows? Maybe we'll see it again in the game. Maybe maybe in the next one. It's still fun, but nothing beats Kamurocho. Yeah. I mean, you can't find this vibe anywhere else in the world. And of course Osaka, yeah. This is so unique. I love it. Let's see. Editorial desk, how can I help you? Yeah, I had a question about one of your old articles. I see. Go ahead. About 3 years back, you printed an article on the Millennium Tower bombing in Kamurocho. Who wrote that piece? 3 years back? Oh, the Millennium Tower story. And you want the author, yeah? Well, you're talking to him. I'm trying to find the man in the article's picture. Gosh, let's see. Pretty sure it's a big-time Yakuza. They call him the Dragon of Dojima, I think. No, don't worry about that guy. I need the one behind him. He's kind of, homeless-looking? No, that I don't know. We don't exactly keep track of all the random people in our pictures. Besides, that was 3 whole years ago. And there's no way to find out? Well, you could ask the photographer, I guess. He might know something. One of your staff. Actually, that specific photo we got from a contract photographer. Freelancer type. You'll probably have better luck asking him yourself. How can I get in touch with him then? Well, his name's Yanai, and at this time of day, let's see. He'd be out drinking in the Champion District, a place called Shellac. I know it well. Yakuza 0 is still one of my favorites. Yeah, it's up there, tops for me as well. Because you've got Kamurocho in Tokyo, you've got Osaka, and everything's set in the 80s. It's just, yeah, that's perfect. The whole thing's a vibe. Alright, thanks for your help. The bloke you want is at Shellac, a bar in the Champion District. The photographer, you mean? His name's Yanai. And he's at Shellac. After all these years, I've finally got a lead. Thank you so much. Now, I'm a step closer to finding that bastard. That bastard? What, your dad? He's finally going to get what's coming to him. Hey, what are you talking about? Doesn't matter. Thanks again for everything. See you around. He'll get what's coming to him? Maybe I should check out Shellac myself. It almost seems like a prototype story for what we would see with another character. Starting around Yakuza 4 or 5? You're looking pretty sharp, fella. Feel bad for people like you, weighed down by buttloads of cash. Let me do you a favour and take some off your hands. Oh, where do you think you're going? I said I was going to take your money. I don't think so. Oh, there you are. Hiding behind the taxi cab, I see. Sorry, miss. Didn't mean to get blood on your dress. Sorry about that. Just wanted a little spending cash is all. Look, Noah's being an arse. Take this, we'll call it even, yeah? A whiskey-soaked Torriner. I think I'd rather have the whiskey. No real way to sprint in this game. What's this? Kiryu-san, it's me, Shibayama, the guy who asked you to help collect that loan. Oh, hey, what's going on? Got a call from somebody claiming he saw Motoyama. Says he's out drinking somewhere in the Champion District. Oh, what a coincidence, I'm headed that way now. Could you visit the bars there and look for him? Got it. I'll head over to the Champion District. Yeah, thanks. I'll give you 10% as a reward if you can collect that loan. 10%, eh? Be 100,000 yen. Not bad. Hey, buddy, you forget something. It didn't change much from the PS3 version. No, a lot of things got kept the same throughout most games, and they just sort of built on from there. I like that, though. It's very clever. You know, once you got something that works, you just keep at it. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, was the one who forgot to show respect. Oh, I don't know this to make up for it, but here, this is the best I can do. An itty stuffed toy. This bloke's over in the Champion District somewhere. So that's where that bastard ended up. Saw him around there on another shoot. And me, well, I'll never forget a subject. Out of my way. That's the kid who was looking for his dad. What's going on? A journalist was just telling me about a photographer named Yanai. Is that you? Uh-huh. I'm a freelancer, but if I get any real moneymaker shots, I sell them to the mags. And you're the Dragon of Dojima himself. I take it you sent the kid here? I just saw him run out. What happened? Remember this guy in the magazine photo? The one right behind you? Yeah? He's Hirata, president of Peace Finance. He got sent out to collect on his debts 14 years ago in the early days. A Hirata from Peace Finance. Oh, yeah. Oof, those are the old graphics. Those are the PS2 graphics. Been chasing scoops in Kamurocho for a long time, but one story really caught my eye. Yours, the Dragon of Dojima. Playing this as a child was something. I had a lot of fun with 3, 4, and 5 on the PS3. Yeah. I guess it was... I guess it also... 5 also got a release on PS4 around the same time as PS3, and then 6 was a PS4 exclusive. And then I think Like a Dragon was PS4, maybe PS5 as well. And yeah, Infinite Wealth and everything beyond PlayStation 5. You always had this strange intensity, even in the beginning. I could tell you'd make it big someday. Now why does Hirata look so ragged now anyway? The guy looks like a vagrant. Well, you pushed him so hard to repay his debts, he lost face as a loan shark. All his prospects in Kamurocho faded away. Yeah, when 5 came out, I didn't have the PS4 yet. And I think, I don't know, for the longest time, didn't we... 3, 4, and 5, those were... Several of the Yakuza games, until they got released as remasters, weren't they Japan only? He lost everything and ran off, leaving his family saddled with all the debt he left behind. I see. So that guy was Hirata's son. How do you know so much about Hirata anyway? At the moment I took that photo, he was getting ready to stab you in the back. What? I suspected you'd been involved in the bombing, so I set myself up in Kamurocho for the stakeout. Once he saw I had my camera trained on him, Hirata dropped the knife and ran off. Not sure. I was in Japan when I was playing them. Ah, so you got to play the originals then. Like the originals. Yes, I was like 10 or 11. Wow. When 3 came out. Ah, gosh. I feel old in comparison. He had murder in his eyes that day. I could smell a story brewing, so I went after him. And that's when he filled you in. Yep. Too good a story to pass up. Journalists got to do what a journalist's got to do. That kid planning on killing his old man. What do you mean? What, you didn't notice? He had a knife hidden in his breast pocket. And, well, I know that look in his eyes. Same as his dad's that day. He's out for blood. Saw an advertisement on TV and begged my mum. Your mum's pretty cool if she let you play a Yakuza game at that age. I know it was a tough sell to get my parents to buy me Metal Gear Solid for PlayStation 1. Because it was M-rated game, and they didn't. My dad especially, he was like, no, I don't want to buy you M-rated games, or games that are rated like R17 or something like that. It's like taking you to an R-rated movie. So yeah, they actually had to play him a demo one time just to show him it's really not that bad. Because he made an exception for Doom. He would get me Doom one time, but yeah, really had to sell him on that one. I had to work a lot for it. At least it wasn't GTA. No, it still kind of has that open world vibe, but yeah, you can't just do absolutely anything in the world of Yakuza. And definitely whenever there's certain parts of the game where police start to get involved, it's made abundantly clear you are to avoid them at all cost. Doom, but not Metal Gear. Graphics-wise, it's two different games from two different eras of video gaming. Doom was an early 90s product where we were still sort of getting out of the 2D era. Metal Gear was full 3D, but because it had an M rating on it, that just put my dad off. Doom was so violent. Oh yes. No, all the Doom games, far more violent than MGS. I don't know. Parents, they sometimes can be quite irrational and inconsistent. Yorata's debts tore his family apart, sent his daughter out of college and into sex work. His wife died from the stress. Didn't do much to drive down the debt, though. Kid must have one hell of a grudge. I doubt he's looking to talk it out. Go. Stop him. What? You see a lot in my line of work, and I know Hirata's grudge against you isn't rational. But those innocent folks wouldn't be wrapped up in all this if it wasn't for you. Seems fair to me. You caused all this. The least you can do is help him. Besides, nobody can just sit back and let a kid kill his dad, not even you. And you'll follow along, get your photos, make a profit off of it. Yeah, sounds about right. As long as someone's willing to buy the story, I'll sell it. And where did Hirata's son go, anyway? West Park. Where all the homeless are. That's the old man's home these days. West Park, eh? I think if we go in again.
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。
Thought the other guy was talking about how Motoyama's somewhere in the Champion District. I should hurry there before he gets away. Well, I mean, here we are. Let's take a look at that. Maybe in here somewhere.
Hmm?
Ah, you look like a promising subject. Come on then. I'll take your 100,000 yen now. I am not giving you money for no reason. What exactly am I paying 100,000 yen for? An experience, my friend. An experience you could go your entire life without having otherwise. You look the type who could handle it. Yeah, I just checked as I couldn't remember. I had a Pseudo D rating, yeah. 17 plus, it makes sense. Just because of, you know, subject matter, and of course the violence and the appearance of blood in the games. It makes total sense. Yeah, we're not gonna fork over 100 grand to this bloke here. Don't even know who he is. Locker key. All right. That's like $1,000. Yeah, I'm not forking over a grand for something that I don't even know what he's on about. We'll come back to him later. Let's check out Earth Angel. See if our man is in there. Motoyama's got to be here somewhere. My Kiryu-san, so nice to see you. What can I get you? Ah. After today, I could probably do with a drink. This is another extremely popular Japanese whiskey. Spirits aged in sherry barrels at the Yamazaki distillery are blended with carefully selected malts and grains. This yields a bright aroma and a sweet fullness in the mouth, and the finish is deep and mellow. A lot of people call it daruma because the round shape looks like a daruma doll. Can I interest you in another drink? No, I don't think this time. One's enough. There he is. Oi! Motoyama, yeah? What crap, they found me! You're not catching me! Hold it, Motoyama. I think we're going to have to chase him. Who are you? This is about that loan, I'm not paying it back. You borrow money, you pay it back. Damn it! You want the money, you're just gonna have to try and take it from me. It is time that we duel, Kamurocho man. Right as the timer ran out. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Ready to pay now? Taking you back to Shibayama. I'm sorry. 1 million yen. Yep, that's everything. Thank you, Kiryu-san. Can't believe you caught him on your first try. Well then, here's the 10% I promised you. 100,000 yen. Let's go! Motoyama, you're coming with me to my office. We've got lots of paperwork to do. BRB. All right, Hina. Okay, I'm real sorry. Kiryu-san, you're the legend I always heard you were. You've inspired me to get better at collecting money, even from slippery bastards like Motoyama. Thank you. I learned a lot today. And 3,000 EXP. Not bad. Hello? What happened here? Hey, you alright? I'm fine. Just leave me alone. Looks like he's having a tough time. Maybe I should lend him a hand. Time to be a good Samaritan. You alright? Yeah, I'm fine. What the hell? Why do you have so many copies of Shonen 5? Yes, well... What, you're on your way to deliver them?
Yeah.
No, I bought all of them. You bought all of them? What for? Well... Oh, no. Oh, I've got to hurry. Why? What's up? No, I've got to get to this important meeting at a cafe. Sorry, but I really have to go. Maybe you should put that bag into a coin locker before you run off to your meeting. It's fine. I'll get rid of them later. Wait, get rid of them? Anyway, thanks for the help, but I got to get going. And the magazines on the ground just mysteriously disappeared. There he goes. Why is he going to throw all those magazines away? Hope he's feeling all right. He said he was going to a cafe for a meeting. It might be a good idea to check on that guy later. Right, I want to get over to West Park. But first... Kashiwagi's too soft. Life's been tough ever since he started calling the shots. Damn straight. Playing nice so the cops don't bother us? Where's the fun in that? We accountants now or something? I hear none of the organizations have been able to collect much protection money. The only ones making any dough around here are the Hacker clan. Man, fuck those guys. We're out here busting our asses while they rake it in the stock market. Maybe the Shikiyama family's got the right idea. Their boss does whatever the hell he wants. Old man Kashiwagi won't be around much longer, I bet. That'll mean another war in Kamurocho. This never would have happened if Kashiwagi had just kept his shit together. Oh, that was it. Okay. What's this lot up to? Don't the bars in Kamurocho trick you into paying ridiculous fees? I'm scared to go out. You don't have to worry about that anymore. That kind of thing hardly ever happens now. There aren't many pesky barkers around either. Yeah, I feel totally safe going out at night lately. You think it's because the police have been cracking down and everything? I heard it's because the Yakuza family in charge of Kamurocho has a new boss. They say he won't allow illegal activities anymore. Really? I had no idea Yakuza like that even existed. Maybe it is safe to go out. I mean, it always was. But... don't know why they would think otherwise. Hey, have you ever heard of Tantaka-kan? Tantaka-kan? What's that, some new band? No, it's a kind of shochu. It's made from perilla leaves, and it's pretty dang tasty. Sounds interesting. Want to go out and find it at a bar? Sounds great. I'll give everyone a call and let them know. Tantaka-kan, huh? I should remember this when I'm over at a cabaret club. Let's see. West Park. believe this is supposed to be it. Yep. I think that's the two over there. You've ruined Setsuko's life. You killed Mum. You didn't pay your debts, and now this is what you get. Tatsuo, but why? Hold it. It's you. Kazuma Kiryu. I know you've been through a lot, but that's no reason to kill your own father, and you know it. Huh? You've done enough. Your mother would never have wanted this. Shut up. Just shut up. What the hell do you know about it anyway? What? My father told me everything. If you hadn't shown up at his office... Yeah, I get it now. It all started with you. You're the one who destroyed my family. And here we go. Action Bastard, hello, hello. How are you, sir? By the way, everyone, Action has edited a new highlight video. Me, him, and Rosso, and Miyu playing Monopoly together. That's coming soon, so watch for that. I'll be good, I'll be tired, but good. Yeah, I know the feeling. I'm a bit worn out by today. I'm glad tomorrow's Friday, and just praying I make it through the day. Oh dear. This week has not been an easy one at work. Oh my! Raiders, welcome in! Ruby Gemstone, hello, hello! This is your first time here, I'm Lord Rexworth. I'm an English nobleman VTuber, and we are playing Yakuza 3 Remastered. Hello, hello! How are you, Ruby? How was your stream? Stand by, I'll get you a shout out here. And if they ain't a mood, this week at my day job has been rough as well. Yeah, thank goodness it'd be Friday tomorrow. These things must... There must be something in the stars or in the air, something like that. Maybe it's a full moon, I don't know. I'm good. Still streaming, just want to help put a smile on your face. Well, I appreciate that, Ruby. Thank you. Anyways, there's a shout out for you. Ah, playing Fortnite. Fantastic. Let's do a shout out the other method.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, we now
turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale. The judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale. Thank you for the redeem. Anyways, I hope you had a fantastic stream. Sounds like... Please do this. I'm a Genshin Impact voice actor. Please, please for me. Well, I actually have over on my I believe it's over on my Coffee page. You can actually purchase a voice pack with me doing all sorts of variations of me saying nice things to you according to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale. You know, saying such things as, according to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, you're awesome. That sort of thing. So yeah, there you go. Available for purchase, reasonable price. And gave you a freebie there just now. I'm the voice for Lanyan, the newest 4-star. Is that a fact? Very interesting. That is quite the choice gig. Whenever you get, whenever one gets hired on by MiHoYo and for the HoYoverse games, so quite the honor. But anyways, thank you so much. FNAF Bonnie 537, thank you for the follow. But yes, I appreciate that. And yeah, I don't think I have pulled for Lanyan yet. But yeah, it's impressive. That is quite impressive. Bonnie is my friend. Well, welcome in, Bonnie. Anyways, it's good to see you both. Hope you had a fantastic stream. I understand, as you mentioned, you're still streaming. So good luck with the rest of stream. But yeah, thank you so much. If you need to do some sort of, take a break and get up and stretch or grab something to eat or something to drink, do feel free. But the lurkies are always welcome, and yes, we really appreciate the raids. But thank you so much. Tatsuo, if it'll really stop your pain, you can kill me. Just leave him out of it. I'm the one who abandoned you all. Kiryu-san, you don't have to go that far. Please, have mercy on him. Dad, please, Tatsuo, listen. All that debt was too much for me to take. I felt like all I could do was run. I knew my business. I knew what would happen to my family if I'd left them with my debts. Of course I knew. I don't know what I was thinking. I never thought about how my strong-arm tactics would come back to haunt me. And now, after a decade of being on the run, I'm just a broken, homeless, sad old man. All I wanted was to see you one more time, before I'm finally gone. Dad, I needed to see you. I needed you to know how sorry I am. I know I can't ask you to forgive me. I just needed to apologize to you. Dad, from the very beginning, I thought I had to kill you. I thought what you'd done was unforgivable. But still, Tatsuo, I wanted to see you one more time, too. Tatsuo, I'm so sorry. A humble family torn apart by a legendary Yakuza. Now that's a story, and I got the shots to sell it. Sorry, but this is just too good to pass up. Write it up, put it in a magazine, whatever, I don't care. Really now? I won't run and I won't hide. If I really did ruin this family, go ahead and tell the world. Hirata and his son are making peace. That's enough for me. See you. Side quest complete. And there's another one over here in the car park. Now, who is this? Somebody that can't hit, or somebody you have to avoid being hit by? Damn, how'd I miss every single time? I used to box professionally. Should have been wiping the floor with you. I don't care what kind of boxer you were. Maybe you got a nasty punch, but it ain't worth jack shit if you can't make it hit. You gotta think before you act if you want to land a bruise on this fresh face. There'll be 4 to 5 steps ahead minimum. Oh, you're spouting some bullshit, man. It's a street fight, not some goddamn chess game. Hey, I got a record of 499 to 1, so somebody managed to do it. In fact, it happened right here in Kamurocho. Yeah, bet you're just making them up in your head. Look, I could listen to you yap all day, but I'm running a business here. You got time to cry, you should be out training instead. Well, I'll be damned. So you're finally back in town. An arguably familiar man, he's called. And you are? You gotta be shitting me! That's your boy, Mr. Try and Hit Me! Don't tell me you forgot. Yeah, I think I'd remember a name like that. Well, if it helps jog your memory, I've been challenging people on the street to hit me for prize money. It ain't your average desk job, but hey, it's a living. Offer my services for 3,000 yen a minute. Within that, you're free to try to hit me as much as you like, with a reward of 50 grand if you're successful. Not bad, I know. Ever since you smacked me a good one, some 2 odd years back, been training all over Japan, vowing to never get hit again. I've gone up against boxers, Muay Thai experts, you name it. And you're finally back. What kept you so long? A lot of things, actually. Well, shoot, it feels like I've been waiting forever for this day. How about challenging the new and improved me? All I have to do is hit him once and I'll earn 50,000 yen. Doesn't sound so hard. Yeah, why not? Alright, I'll take you on. YOLO. That's what I like to hear. It'll cost you 3,000 yen up front. That alright? Fine by me. Here. Alright. Punch or kick me in a minute or less, and that 50,000 yen prize money's all yours. Hey, look over there, huh? Punch. Easy win. Weapons are off limits. Got to keep it clean. Now then, think you can keep the pace? Try and bust my face. Hey, that rhymes. Clever man. Damn, that was almost too easy. Oh, that was insane! Did you see those moves? Can't believe he actually got hit. And there's a first. No. Looks like I won. Oh, crap in a hat, you're strong. It's like back in the day. Maybe even more so. Guess I need to ramp up my training regimen, eh? Well, here's your prize money. 50 grand in cold hard cash. Man of his word, I like that. Thanks. Come challenge me again any time. But I gotta warn you, next time you won't be so lucky. Alright. That side quest knocked out of the way. Let's upgrade some abilities. Need to upgrade this ability. Good, everything's level 5. Oh, I see something. Another locker key. It's all mine. I like some of the NPC models in this game. Especially the ones with the academia look, we'll say. It's cute. Maybe it's just a Scot in me who has a bit of a fondness for plaid. And that's what we call a speed run. Hell yeah. Now, what's this? Oi. Ran into me a while ago, you know? You're gonna pay for my clinic visit or what? Say something, arsehole. They're Slav impersonators, lol. Must be. Let's take out the trash. Oop, there we are. Come on, get up. Oh no, did I hurt you? I'm real sorry about that. Hope this is enough to cover your visit to the doctor. I think that's partly my line. A squeaky clean multi-purpose thumbtack. Well, that's it. That's all you have to give me. I should poke you with this thing. Yeah, a thumbtack. All I got was a lousy thumbtack. Son of a bitch! I feel like Peter, what's his name, in A Christmas Story. When he deciphered the secret code and it's just like, drink your Ovaltine. That's it? A lousy commercial? Son of a bitch! There we go, another raid. Ruby Gemstone 463, thank you again for the raid. This is raid number 2 for you. Well, welcome back. Again, raiders, if it's your first time here, I'm Lord Rexworth. I'm an English nobleman VTuber. We're playing Yakuza 3 Remastered. I have never been raided before. Well, your time will come eventually. Eventually, the bell will toll for us all. Still at it with Fortnite. How is that going, by the way? Happy to raid others. Well, I do appreciate that, Ruby. Thank you. And it looks like the... Try it this way. Yeah, I know the Twitch version of Shoutout is on a cooldown, Ruby, so it says I have to wait about 45 minutes before I can do that again. But anyways, we've got the Stream Elements version of the Shoutout, so yeah. But anyways, hope you had a good stream. Hopefully, I don't know if you're still streaming or not, but there you have it. But yes, thank you again for the for raid number 2. Excuse me, have you seen a white cat around here? A cat? Probably. Why? I'm so sorry to bother you, but I'm looking for my cat. She's white and her name is Lasagna. Obvious Garfield reference there, Chad. A white cat. No, can't say that I've seen a cat like that around here. Garfield, lol. Yeah, but you would think it would be like an orange tabby. Oh no, she's been missing since yesterday. Where did she run off to? I've kind of a strange favour to ask of you, but if you happen to see Lasagna, do you think you could catch her for me? She's white, with a black splotch on her back that looks like Italy. You'll know the moment you see her. Looks like Italy. Okay, so we're looking for a boot-shaped peninsula. What, you mean like the country? Sure thing. I'll give you a reward if you can bring her back to me. Please, help me. Alright. We will help find a lost cat. Hang on. There's one. Like you got some fat pockets, man. I'll let you share the wealth. Or do I got to beat it out of you? None of the above. You're not taking a damn thing. Time to give him the Gordon Freeman treatment. Ah, damn it. On second thought, I don't think I need any cash right now. Here. A platinum nail. Well, at least it's made out of platinum. Still, I should poke you with this. Let's see. That one's not white. It's kind of a salt and pepper look. Cat I'm looking for is mostly white. Yeah, kitty, kitty, kitty. Come here, lasagna. Where are you? I have lasagna? No, that doesn't work. I don't think cats actually go in for lasagna, do they? Not exactly something you would feed to a cat, would you? Man, I could go for a nice warm cup of alcohol right about now. You sound like somebody who has never consumed alcohol before. Sort of person who would come into a bar and just say, "Oh yes, bartender, I'll have one alcohol, please." Oh, if that's the case, sir, then how about this stuff called Tandakatan? My girlfriend told me it's really good. But this stuff again. What's it like? Name's already got me hooked. A type of shochu made from perilla leaves with very mild taste. My girlfriend says it's good both on the rocks or mixed with fruit juice. That sounds damn tasty. Let's go find a good seafood place and order up a bottle or two. Tandakatan, eh? Should remember this when I'm over at a cabaret club. Certainly a tongue twister, that's for sure, indeed. Never really had a whole lot of shochu. I'm sure it's good, but it almost sounds like the way it's made from perilla leaves. Gosh, it almost sounds like Japanese take on like tequila or something. Am I really going to have to look around the entire city for this damn cat? Guess I am. I don't know, if I find it, great. If not, well, I guess we could always go back and buy her goldfish. What should be under her couch or something? Yeah. Probably even the scratch marks behind as evidence too. Got some more side quests over on the east part of town. A spicy, eerie stuffed toy. I should poke you with... No, wait, you can't... Never mind. Be off with you.
Oh.
Your face is really pissing me off, arsehole. You got something to say for yourself, eh? I can't help what my face looks like. Well, I suppose in a way I can. I am a VTuber after all. If you ain't going to get on the ground and apologize, I'm going to smash that face into the ground for you. Yeah, I'd love to see you try. Okay, pretty good. That was supposed to have hit. You got robbed there. Oh, I didn't mean it. Your face is great, man. Thank you, that's more like it. Anyway, I'm not even mad anymore, so, let me thank you for that. Here, take this. A lukewarm, multi-purpose thumbtack. Why is everyone giving me thumbtacks and nails? Again, I should poke you with this. It's been an absolute waste of my time. At least I found a locker key. Don't you know this turf belongs to our anarchy? The hell? I think I'm a chump just because I'm new. Alright. Let's do this again. Ah, shit. If only our anarchy was here. Yeah, take this. Ah, now see, this is much better. 5,000 yen. That's more like it. All these useless thumbtacks. Deal with another bottom feeder here. Hey, butter, butter, swing, butter! Oh, he's the only one left. Ugh, moldy old magazine. I should poke you with it. Oh wait, that's not how that works. Send the possible pornography back to the item box. Now, let's see. Wonder if they're giving up for Fallout using thumbtacks instead of caps. Maybe. Who knows?
Boy.
Hey, buddy. Got something you might be interested in. Let's take a look, that's all I ask. Oh dear, this could go very badly. What? I don't have it here, just follow me, alright?
Boy.
Check it out. A brand name bag. All the hostesses love these babies. 70,000 yen at retail, but I can cut you a deal. It's a Chinese knockoff, isn't it? Well, how does 50,000 sound? I'll consider it. Why are you selling this here, of all places? You know, I used to have my own store, but we went out of business. You know how it is. This economy, am I right? Yeah, the economy. Still got a lot of debt to work through, so I've got to make money somehow. But if I try to sell my goods to a wholesaler, they beat the price way down. And every little bit helps. Yeah, I see what you mean. So listen, all I'd need is 50,000 yen. No, 40,000 yen. And the bag's yours. You'd really be helping me out. I'll cycle a bit. 30,000 yen? What do you want 20,000 yen for? Can't believe you're hassling me over a silly bag for 10,000 yen. All right. 5,000 yen, but that's my final offer. Anyway, might be interested if you can bring the price down. Are you serious? The bag's worth 70,000 yen. If I drop it below 40 grand, there's no profit left. Well, then I guess you're going to have to ask somebody else. Look, 38,000 yen. That's my final offer. 30,000 yen? Why do you think this bag's worth 20,000 yen? Again, hassling me over a 10,000 yen bag, really? You'll be hitting for my solicitor about the 70 grand you owe me. Haggle further. No, you'd have to lower the price a little more first. Man, you're killing me here. I told you it was my final offer. Oh, good luck getting someone else to buy it. 37,000 yen. That's as low as I can go. I could buy it. If you can lower the price just a little more. I want to make him squirm. Hey, I said not a yen less, and I mean it. We've got to make a living too, you know. Suit yourself. Fine. 36 grand. Take it or leave it. I mean, I've got over 500,000 yen. Guess I could afford to burn some cash. Okay, sure. I could do 36 grand. You handed over the money and got the bag. Thank you. Trust me, no woman alive can resist a gift like this. Yes, sir, you got yourself a winner. Okay, buddy, see you around. I have a feeling I'm going to be beating him up eventually. Now, what's going on here? You can't be serious. You're trying to make a mockery of Kyushu #1 Star's quality flavor. Check out how awesome this tastes and how good it smells. As far as instant ramen goes, it's the best it can possibly get. That's right, instant being the key word there. If it was served in my shop, the customers would be asking for refunds left and right. Oh, well, damn. I don't know then. Then I've got nothing else to say. This, whatever you've concocted, is not even close to being worthy of the Kyushu #1 Star brand. Matter of if, not when. Sorry you had to hear all that, sir. Must have been some sort of door-to-door salesman. Anyway, please let me know whenever you're ready. What happened to the other guy here? Oh, that would be my son. I sent him off to Kyushu to learn how to make ramen the old-fashioned way. I'm going to mind the place while he's gone. So that's where he went. Kyushu #1 Star is famous for its authentic tonkotsu soup. That's why we're called Kyushu #1 Star. You haven't eaten ramen till you've tried this rich and flavorful Kyushu favorite. Said that backwards. Matter of when, not if. Lol, can't type today. It's alright, action. You know what? Ooh. Limited ramen with all the works. Yeah. Let's go nuts. Thanks. Please come again. It topped off my health bar, so absolutely. Oh, and then there's this bloke still standing round. Looks like you got that old ramen shop owner pretty riled up back there. Everything alright? Yeah, everything's fine. Wasn't like we were fighting or anything. Weren't you arguing over the flavour of something? Aye, that we were. Trying to get him to share the business with you. Is that what it is? What is up with this bloke? Why is he staring at me like that? Oi, mate. You're starting to make me uncomfortable. Please stop. Oi, if there's something you want to say, just spit it out. Yep. Oh, well, it's just... You look like a guy who loves his ramen. Well, I suppose I do enjoy a good bowl of ramen sometimes. Then I have to ask you a favour. Such as, I need you to slurp down this cup of instant ramen for me. If you do, please. You want me to do what now? Oh, jeez. Didn't even introduce myself. The name's Ueda. I work in product development for Ace Cook. Ever heard of it? Ace Cook? You mean the instant noodle company? That's right. As you may know, we specialise in making only the best instant ramen on the market. One day, I fell in love with the delicious tonkotsu ramen at this here shop, so I started commuting here from Osaka to try and replicate it, or at least an instant version of it. I see. Well, that's quite the undertaking. Ain't that the truth? I mean, this is the 7th time I've had to alter the flavour, yet the owners still won't approve it. 7 times and still no luck. Maybe you're in the wrong business. Aye, you don't have to kick me when I'm down. Anyway, would you mind giving it a taste and telling me what you think? Yeah, why not? Reminds me, do you ever watch Shogun? Nope, still haven't gotten around to it. I have been distracted by too many fantasy animes with cute elven waifus. And then there's also Goblin Slayer. And Azulane, which doesn't have elven waifus, but it's got almost nothing but waifus. Anyway, let's try this ramen. Guess I'll give it a try. An ever-growing backlog. I've had a backlog for ages. Eventually I'll get around to binge-watching all of it. Eventually. I don't know. Maybe I should set up a theatre room in the Castle Rexworth Discord and we all just binge one day anime. If I can merge together activities for the sake of efficiency, maybe that would work. But I don't know. Well, what do you think? I'm pretty confident about this batch myself. Well, when I tried it, there was something off about the broth. It lacked the rich, distinctive flavour that the ramen the shop has. Well, that's what the owner said too. Which means this broth still ain't good enough to wear the Kyushu #1 logo after it all. But what else can I do? I tried everything already. And the owner says I'll have to think about the flavour on my own too. That's like I'm at the end of my rope here. You sure you've tried everything? Eh? You are trying to recreate Kyushu #1 ramen down to the last detail, right? You bet your sweet bibby I am. Well, That's not what you should be doing. Instead, you should be aiming for an instant version of their ramen. Oh, is that not what I'm already doing? Well, I'm no ramen expert, but I imagine that restaurant-made ramen and instant noodles have very different methods of preparation, not to mention ingredients. I'll bet the owner knows that already, and that's why he won't give you a recipe. What? Come again? If he tells you the recipe, you'll be so influenced by it, you won't be able to condense it into its proper form. I think the owner wants you to create your own original instant ramen that replicates the Kyushu No. 1 star taste, rather than copying it down to the last ingredient. Otherwise, he would have turned you down flat instead of bothering to let you try. What was it, 7 times? Now that I think about it, the owner never once told me not to make it into instant ramen. He just kept telling me to try over and over again. All right, then. I won't give up. My love for that irresistible Kyushu No. 1 star flavour has been redoubled, and I'll stop at nothing to meet the owner's expectations. But, where do I go from here? Well, you're going to have to find a way to make a cup of instant noodles taste authentic. And that's no easy task. Right. It's got to have that kind of flavour that kicks you in the teeth and makes you come back begging for more. Shocks you at the first sip, has you addicted by the second. Whoa! Now what I need to do is figure out the magic ingredient. By the way, you have some real good advice, you know. I'll let this stew in my head for a while and see what I can whip up. No, sorry about that, sir. You don't have to put up with any of his nonsense if you don't want to. Were you watching this whole time? Shoot, when people talk loudly enough in front of the shop, I hear it whether I like it or not. Guess we'll both see whether that way kid can pull it off or not. Hang on a minute. Did I miss something in chat? Oh, there you are, Mars. Yeah. Irresistible Kirsche. She is quite irresistible, isn't she? Right. At first I was offended at the idea of my ramen going instant. But something about his motivation really stuck with me. Kid's got spunk, I'll tell you that. So that's why you won't compromise until he gets it right. I know he can make a soup that'll satisfy the masses. I believe it's all a matter of time. And since it's like fate at work here, could I bother you to help him out if you run into him again? Consider it a favour for an old man. He has to get good first. Yeah, the whole conversation, I think, could be boiled down to a TLDR of skill issue, bruv. Have you tried getting good? Finally back. Sorry you had a call. That's alright, Hina. Hey there, handsome. Are you looking for something to do tonight? Or rather, someone? Go on. No. That muscular body. And those eyes. Oh, you could undress me with them all night. Go on. I just have a small little favour to ask. Hear me out now, and later we'll have ourselves a good time. What do you say? I might regret this, but here we go. Fine. What sort of favour do you have in mind? Okay. Close your eyes now. Oh, this could end badly. What is this place? Actually, whenever I've been at home, I've had the feeling someone's looking in on me. Gives me the creeps. So I was hoping a tough-looking guy like you could maybe look into it for me. So that's what this is about. Just thinking about it makes my skin crawl. I can't even be comfortable in my own home. I live right over there. You think you could keep an eye out for that disgusting creep, whoever he is? We can have a good time afterward. Okay? You say so. Let's stake out the area then. I'll go back to my place and call you if anything happens. Can you give me your phone number? Sure, babe. Here you go. Thanks a lot. Alright. Press the right stick to switch to a first-person perspective and make sure there are no shady characters lurking nearby. Might be some suspicious individuals waiting nearby. I should take a look around the premises. Bah! What? What do you want? Huh? You're the dragon of... So you're back now, eh? Alright then. Let me tell you what you need to do. Go over to the video store and say the following to the guy working there. You got the mixed bathing hot springs special? I'm telling you, it'll be worth your while. You just have to trust me on this one. After all, I'm rooting for you big time. Well, that's pretty cool of you. Alright then. What the hell? Good pair of binoculars and we could probably look up her skirt. I said that out loud, didn't I? Well, if that ain't suspicious. Hey! What do you think you're looking at? What are you even doing here? That's my line. Nice panties, by the way. Well, mind your own business and stop staring at me. Well, stop hanging around the edge of a roof and I'll stop staring at you. By the way, no, don't do it. You've got your whole life ahead of you, etc., etc., etc. Hey, how's it going? You're not doing any peeping of your own now, are you? Honestly, would you just get back to work already? You had one job. What the hell? Hey, what are you doing up there? Oh, just hanging out. Everything's fine. So, do you mind not talking to me? You don't look very fine to me. Hey, I know you've got a man in there, you cheating bitch. No, stop. That window, it's dirty. We're still cleaning. Uh-oh, not good. Get back here, you little shit. Did something happen while I was gone? I thought I had some kind of ruckus. It was, nothing out of the ordinary. Not for this part of town, anyway. Alright then. Keep up the good work, handsome. Call me handsome one more time, darling. See what happens. I mean, what? What did you just walk into? I don't know. There's a cat with a fish. Give me back that fish. Well, see anything worth noting? No, nothing in particular. Why do I get the feeling just goofing around? I resent that remark. Can I help it if there's just so much interesting people watching to do? What about... What the hell? What are you doing up there? Oh, well, you see, I'll be starting some construction work soon, and wanted to get over my fear of heights. Oh. Oh, whoa. Oh, okay. I can do this. I can do this slowly. Slowly. Whoa. Oi, give it a rest already. Your legs are shaking. Are you still patrolling the area for me, you handsome hunk of a man? Yes, and I'm regretting every second of it. This place is filled with weirdos. Okay, then. Keep up the good work. What happened? I think that awful ogre is back. Can you look right around my window? Alright. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Huh? Oh, nothing. Doesn't look like nothing. Hurry up and get down from there. Damn, I'm gonna let this happen. Oof. Oh yeah, wedding night vision goggles? Yeah, nothing sus about that at all. Well done. You spotted me even my urban camouflage. Are you also one of them? Do you know how many people in Japan go missing in a single year? Now that you've met me, I'm afraid I can't let you live. What camo is that supposed to be for? Pottery barn? I don't know. This is the end of the line for you, my friend. Took that online course for military-style close-quarters combat, and for what? Yeah, no match for the real thing, pal. Your camouflage didn't work either. Well, did you catch the perv? Yeah, I think it's this guy, right? What's with those weird goggles? These? These are authentic US Army surplus night vision goggles. They let you see as easily at night as in the day. Not really, but anyway. They're battery-powered and come complete with infrared and parfocal zoom. Special ops teams use this very same gear. You are not helping your case, pal. I was having such a great time looking around everywhere I could, inside, outside, in the middle of the night. Yeah, not to mention inside my room. True, but it wasn't on purpose. I'm not really into three-dimensional women, especially such gaudy ones. Hey, bite your tongue, lad. Hold on. I will remember you.
Ma.
Who asked you anyway? Creep. Going to take this loser to the police. Sorry I won't be able to deliver on that good time I promised. I wasn't banking on that anyway. Maybe this will make up for it, though. Yes, actually it will. Thank you. Approximately 500 US. And what a night. Getting addicted to this Tantakatan stuff. It's so good. I know, right? It's made with, like, perilla leaves, right? I'd love to mix it with cranberry juice. Why don't you stop by my club tonight? I'll pour a bottle for you on the house. Oh, count me in. Have that glass of Tantakatan ready for me, okay? Yes, I know. I need to remember this when I'm over at a cabaret club. Said that 1,000,000 times. Alright, we're pressing on with the main story. We've horsed around enough with side quests. Right, to the Kazuma family office. Ah, Mr. Nakatomi, I presume.
よく来たな、桐生。
Kashiwagi. Old Scarface himself.
柏木さん。
あまり時間がない。お前とはいろいろと話しておかなければならないことがある。
はい。
今日の幹部会のことだ。
ああ、どういうことや。4代目呼び戻すやと。
Kanda. The Shikiyama family. They've always been trouble.
そうだ。今6代目が現場を離れたら、登場界の基盤が揺るぎかねん。ここは最悪の事態も想定し、他の組織も承服する人間に登場界を任せるのが先決だ。
何やと。私は賛成です。
Mine. The Hakuho clan.
峰おのれ。神田の兄貴、ここは桐生4代目に出張ってもらうのが最善の策です。何やと。頭、俺は6代目と直接杯を交わした間柄です。本来なら何があっても大悟さんに戻ってきてもらいたい。ですが近江連合やその他の組織のこともあります。ここは早急に他の組織が納得できる代行を立て、大悟さんの帰りを待つしかないと思います。
うん。
今さら何言うとんじゃ。国道が頭
Right, what's the suit?
落ち着いとる場合か。株ばっかりやって頭おかしいとんちゃうか。おーみね。
俺も神田と同じ意見です。極道だったらまずやることは後目のことよりも返しが先でしょう。
Hamazaki.
浜崎。
頭、俺が仕入れた情報じゃ会長跳ねたのは風間のおじきによく似た男と聞きましたが。
浜崎お前そらほんまか。どういうこっちゃ。
6代目の側近
Calm
の
down,
話だ。
bro.
大悟が会長室で撃たれた時、部屋にいたのは風間の親父によく似た男だったらしいが。
まあ一度死んだはずのおじきが生き返るわけもありません。別の人間だとは思いますが。頭、なんかご存知なんじゃないですか。
いや、俺も全く見当がつかない。
どちらにしても今登場会がすべきことは会長を撃った男を捕まえて誰が戦争を仕掛けたのかを探ることでしょう。
Fair.
4代目桐生さんを戻すのはそれからでも良いのでは。
いやそれは違う。
あ？
今は早急に登場界の足場を固めることが先決です。直系99団体桐生さんを代行に立てて一枚岩になっていかないと組織は崩壊してしまう。
Yeah, at least bring him on as consigliere.
桐生ってなんやねんお前。そんなに桐生に後目渡したいっちゅうんやったらいっそのこと俺が桐生の首取ったるわ。
神田お前。
頭、この際やから言うときますわ。うちら三代目錦山組桐生の下に入んのはお断りや。初代も先代も桐生にやられたいうこと、うちら錦山組は忘れてへん。
だがそん時お前は強姦罪で無所の中だっただろうが。
しゃがしゃボケが。とにかく桐生の首取る理由錦山組にはあるんじゃ。こうなったら桐生ぶっ殺してわしが登場界の後目になったる。桐
Careful.
生は登場界の敵じゃ。わしの手で桐生の首取ったら。
それは聞き捨てならない話だな。桐生さんとやり合うのは構わない。だが錦山組に登場会の跡目渡すわけにはいかねえってことだ。ねえ、頭。
何を言っているんだ。今跡目の話なんかしている場合か。
It's not just insubordination we're talking about here. This could be treason, mutiny.
と同じでそれには反対なんですよ。
浜崎。
このまま桐生さんが代行に座れば、そのまま7代目に復帰ということもある。お前も
Could even be considered rude, lol.
もう一人の幹部の意見も聞きたいね。真島の兄さんよ。
Oh. He's been here the whole time. Very, very sneaky like that. Come on, Majima. Come on, give him the what for.
喋ってくださいよ。
アホくさ。
Oh, yeah.
俺は別にどうでもええ。あんたらで好きにやってくれや。
どういうことや。
風間のおっさんの亡霊探すもよし、桐生ちゃんとドンパチするのもよし、好きにせえ。そうや、一言言うとくわ。
ん？
喧嘩すんのは結構やが、もしうちの島に入ってきたら、そん時は怪我するだけじゃ済まへんで。
真島。
ほな。
Ballsy to the bitter end. You'd love to see it.
桐生ちゃん、えらいことになったで。
Why does he look so much older here than in Pirate Adventure? I don't know. The designs have changed with almost every game. Who knows? We may find out that Pirate Adventure... Maybe it was just a giant side story.
その件ですが、実は
somewhere in the middle of the whole Yakuza saga. I don't know. Last night, the man in this sketch shot the patriarch of the Ryudo family down in Okinawa, a guy by the name of Nakahara. And you're sure this is what the attacker looked like? I didn't believe it myself at first, but the girl who watched it all go down drew this afterward. Which means the 6th chairman and this Nakahara were assaulted by the same man. The pieces are all falling into place. What do you mean? More likely than not, Daigo's involvement in the Okinawa deal is what led to his being attacked. You mean the resort? Yes. As you're well aware, the Tojo aided the Ministry of Land, Infrastructure and Transportation in acquiring the land necessary to build Minister Suzuki's proposed resort. Shows a drawing of a chimp in a suit. Yes, there's our man. Absolutely diabolical the way he's dressed up. Right, but Daigo told me you guys backed out. That the government was trying to negotiate with the locals instead. They were. But it seems someone else has started scooping up the land. There must be another party involved in all of this. Speaking of, the man in that sketch didn't just shoot Nakahara. He also stole the deed to his land. What? I'd bet the man showed up asking for the deed, then put a bullet in Nakahara when he refused to hand it over. Then it's safe to assume the assault on the 6th chairman was for the same reason. Specifically for the land your orphanage rests on, Kiryu. So Daigo knows who these people are. In all likelihood, yes. The truth of it is, that resort deal could have brought massive cash flow to the Tojo clan. Minister Suzuki was eager to remind us of that fact at any possible moment. But Daigo was firm in his resolve. He refused. Why? I think you know. It was because of your orphanage, Kiryu. Once he learned you would be evicted and your kids would lose their home, he washed his hands of the whole thing. So he put himself in harm's way to keep us safe. Where is he now? Somewhere safe. I checked him into a hospital. Which one? I think it's best you don't know. I can't have you going there and risk someone following you. You'll just have to trust me for the time being. I can do that. How's he doing, though? Balancing on a nice edge at the moment. The next week or so will determine which way he falls. Right.
だが、もしこの絵の男が犯人だとして、どうやって沖縄と東京の移動を？
中原が撃たれたのは昨日の4時過ぎ。大悟が撃たれた時間が6時半頃。差し引いて2時間半。
2.5 hours.
沖縄東京間は飛行機でもそれくらい時
How
間
long
が
the
かか
flight
る。
from Okinawa to Tokyo
どうやったっ
takes.
て空港から東上
But
間
he
に
wouldn't have
行
had
く時間
time to
は
get to
ない。
Tojo HQ from the airport.
これは
停電か。
Blackout.
変だな。カムロ町の明かりはついてるみたいだ。
It's a hit. Yeah. Oh yes, this is a hit. Does seem like the sort of hit I would order.
柏木さん。柏木さん。
桐生。この男。この男とつながってるやつを探し出せ。
つながってる。
There must be.
多分そいつは沖縄のリゾート開発の裏で利権を狙ってる。そいつは東上会に。
東上会内部の人間ですか？
そいつを探し出せ。いいな。
はい。
Except the hit you would order would actually work, lol.
柏木さん。
I don't know, this... You can say this is effective. Sort of. Partially. Though they missed Kiryu. Yeah, if you want to make it loud, go with the chain gun. The quieter approach, silent sniper rifle. They really wanted to be sneaky about it. That's what they would have done. Silent sniper rifle from a good distance away. Chapter 6 Game Plan. Nice and quiet. Oh shit. Man, I'm glad that wasn't a QTE event. Looks like I shook them off. But I can't go back that way. Hmm? Oi! You there! No time to get hauled in by the cops. Have to get away somehow. Get to the pink destination on the mini-map before the police can catch you. Here's the full route. Ah, for Christ's sake, I gotta go all the way around like that? Fucking hell. Streets are riddled with policemen, displayed as pink icons in your minimap. These officers will join the chase as you run by them, so keep on your guard. Press and hold the right trigger to dash, A to jump. That. No, let go, let go. Yumiko, welcome in. You caught me on the run from the roses. I've been a very naughty boy. It's the fuzz. Sorry for late joining. Hi. It's all right. Yeah, the blood on the suit. It's not what it looks like. Date-san.
事件あるところに桐生一馬の存在あり。お前さんに話が。
Man, is he a sight for sore eyes?
久々に。
Could be ketchup. Yeah, they don't know. Could just be ketchup. Burgers are quite messy, yeah. Right, stick close. Doubt the cops are gonna just disperse now they've lost track of you. Right. Even if they stop us, though, I should be able to talk my way out of it. Just try not to do anything too sus in an officer, okay? I'll try. No promises. Yeah, you know, all that ketchup and mustard and maybe a little bit of mayo aioli. Plus the pickles and the lettuce and the tomato and grilled peppers and jalapenos and slivered onions. Now I'm making myself hungry. I've got dinner waiting for me in the fridge. Need to heat it up after this. Move out of the way, old man. I'm acting natural. Date-san, where is this bar? We are literally walking all over town. I'm practically going back the way I came. Anyways, Yumika, how you doing? See, it's your first time chat. It's good to have you in stream. Oh, come on.
Kiryu.
This is the place, Kiryu. Wait. What, you're surprised? Just wait till you see the inside.
Mama.
She said ada ada.
伊達さん、ここは。
ああ、昔お前がよく使っていたセレナだ。
New Serena.
今新しいママに買い取られて様変わりしたけどな。
伊達さん、いつもの。
It's looking good.
ああ、後で若造も来る。
Yamasaki single malt.
はい。
ずいぶん若いママだな。
ああ。でも度胸と器量はそんじゃそこらのババアよりもすげえ。
誰がババアです。
She's not too young, Kiryu. Shut up. She's just right.
聞かれてたか。まあまあ、ちょっとこいつに話があるんだ。外しておいてもらえっか。
はいはい。ごゆっくり。
She's just right. 乾杯. Cheers.
ここは俺らがいつも使ってる店だ。
Oh, they got a new flat screen.
盗撮もされてね。安心しな。
ああ。しかし伊達さん、どうして俺があの場所にいると？
Love the classy bars. I love this
お前さんのこ
place.
とだからまた事件に巻き込まれてんじゃねえかと思ってな。お、来たか。
Honestly, if I could run a pub, it would look an awful lot like
そんな物騒な
New
代物じゃない
Serena.
でしょ。
はい、どうぞ。
こんな強いの無理。ママ、俺のこと殺す気？それより水。
はいはい。
お。よしよし、でかしたぞ。
偉そうに言わないでください。デスクを雑用に使う新人がどこにいますか。もう人使い荒いんだから。
それは。
ああ。お前に見せておく必要があると思ってな。
what have we here?
登場界の現幹部たちの写真だ。
5 officers. Well, 4 now.
どうしてこれを？
実は私、こういうものでして。
伊達さんが新聞記者？
ああ。キリュウ、お前が巻き込まれている事件、実は今俺が追っかけてる山とつながってる。
山？
登場界、そして政治家鈴木義信
Gone
に
from
絡む
police detective
沖縄リゾ
to
ート開発。
muckraker journalist.
こっから先は危険な旅だ。お前さんには敵をよーく知っといてもらう必要がある。少し時間をもらうぜ。
So, where do you want to start? Let's start with the fat man here.
このスキンヘッドの男。
This cue ball here is the third patriarch of the Nishikiyama family, a guy by the name of Kanda.
錦山組か。
ああ。 お前と3年前戦ったあの錦山組の東大がこいつだ。
Cue ball. I mean, he definitely looks the part. He looks like Sir Topham Hatt from Thomas and Friends gone horribly wrong and entered a life of crime years ago in some weird alternate timeline.
俺は今まで会ったことがないな。
まあ無理もねえさ。こいつは2年前まで強姦で無所にぶち込まれていた。
Oh. Sex pest, eh?
喧嘩と女が大好きっていう典型的なイケイケで、錦山が組長をしていた頃は
Did he just say giggity giggity?
ほどのチンピラだったらしい。
I think he did. Might as well have, yeah. Not sure what giggity giggity translates into in Japanese, but I don't know, maybe it's a universal thing.
どうしてそんな奴が組長に？
I was not actively listening, but that did sound like giggity giggity.
無所から出て以来、こいつはカムロ町を中心に勢力を拡大していった。徹底的な暴力路線でな。
Brute force? I think he's overcompensating for something. Maybe he has a small penis.
2年前といや、近江連合との抗争の後だ。警察も東上会との距離を取りたがっていた時期に、こいつは感激を縫うように島を拡大。穏健派の2代目風間組の島をどんどん奪い、急成長していった。
Damn, he stole all of Kazuma's territory.
この男の目的は？
ズバリ、東上会の跡目だろ。てめえが欲しいものは何があっても取るってやからだ。
He is way too much of a hothead to be chairman of the Tojo clan.
女だろうと島だろうと、欲しいものは強奪する。とにかく力ずくで後先考えずに突っ走る。
Those beady little psychotic eyes.
じゃあ、柏木さんを撃ったのも。
Oh yeah, not leader material at all. No, 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 no.
ああ、可能性は高いな。
And again, he's a hothead, but he seems a bit too obvious to have shot anyone. Bloke like him, they talk a lot, but it's an awful lot of chuff. Now this bloke over here looks like a real bruiser, this one.
この AV 男優みたいな男、こいつは通称浜の帝王
Amateur porn star wannabe.
浜崎豪という男だ。
横浜か。
ああ、3年前の抗争事件の後、あの中国系マフィアのジャカに代わって横浜を制圧したのがこの浜崎だ。この男、結構裏が見えないやつでな。どういうわけか、島を奪ったはずの中国系の連中ともうまくやってるらしい。
He's a mole in the organization. Honestly, the Tojo must be really desperate if they let somebody like him in, who's such good friends with Chinese mafia. Normally, these people are quite ethnocentric.
あのジャカと。
ああ。だがこいつが不思議なのはそれだけじゃねえ。実はこいつの組、構成員が10人程度しかいね
え。なんだと？
普通あのジャカ相手に横浜の島を奪い合うなら最低500いや1000以上の兵隊を持っていないと渡り合えない。だがこいつの組はジャカと争うこともなく、やすやすと横浜一帯を手中に収めた。
A real modern day Sun Tzu.
なぜそんなことが？
He will cause so much blood.
まあおそらく裏で中国本国のマフィアとつながっていて、密輸の窓口や日本での資金運用なんかを引き受けてるんだろう。
The older generation of Yakuza would have looked at that as a complete and total betrayal.
いいように利用されているだけなのかもしれないな。
マフィアとのつながりか。
Oh, yes, for sure. Blasphemous. Yeah, old guard Yakuza. Sort of like old guard Sicilian mafia. You don't make such intimate dealings with outsiders like that. I think it was the gentleman who was the basis for Goodfellas. He said it best that if they couldn't trace your Sicilian origins back to the old country, you were not becoming a made man. And also, things like this would not be a Japanese Yakuza having such extensive dealings with the Chinese, and especially the Chinese mafia. That would not be looked upon kindly by old guard Yakuza leaders. It would not only be looked at as a selling out of your family and the organization, but a selling out of your race and your heritage. Even if they were to consider doing business with the Chinese, they would be kept very much at arm's length. The occasional business dealing may be to keep the peace, but yeah. Extensive smuggling and money laundering operations for the Snake Flower Triad? No. This guy's dirty. And in any other time period, Yakuza leaders would look upon him with suspicion as though he were a mole and treat him as such.
まあ、裏は取れないが、今回の一件、裏でリゾート絡みの利権が絡んでいるとしたら、一番絵を描いた可能性があるのはこの男だろう。
中国のマフィアと連携して、リゾートの利権を得ようとした。
Everybody wants a piece of the action.
まあ、カジノやらなんやら、さらに裏があるのかもしれん。
Now, let's look at the slickest and slimiest of them all, Yoshitaka Mine.
こいつは直系白鵬会会長、峰義孝ってやつだ。
峰義孝か。
港区を中心としたオフィス街にいるやつでな。
Nouveau
とにかく
Riche.
若くて金を持ってる。高級会社を乗り回し、一見すると青年実業家って風貌だな。
Flashy foreign cars with left-hand drive, as we can tell in the photograph here, chat. I think even today, with a lot of Japanese, they see left-hand drive cars as a very exotic and sort of luxury aspirational item. I know when Jeremy Clarkson did a show called Motor World, where he went around the world to explore car culture in various countries, one of the first places he went to was Japan. And he discovered, especially amongst Yakuza types, that they loved buying imported Rolls-Royce cars, but whereas traditionally a Rolls-Royce would be right-hand drive, same as a Japanese car, they would insist upon importing Rolls-Royces with left-hand drive. Never saw one until I came to Canada. Yeah, no, many other places, it's left-hand drive, drive on the right side of the road. But yeah, no, this is very much nouveau riche and product of the time, but it's still a bit of a... It is considered a bit of a... You have bragging rights if you've got an imported car that is left-hand drive in a country that is right-hand drive.
指定線やインサイダーを使っての株取引と不動産売買で巨万の富を得た、まあ言ってみりゃインテリ極道の代表格的な男だ。
saw on TV and movies when I was younger. I thought it was a movie thing to do. Yeah? Yeah? A lot of movies made in left-hand drive countries. I kind of grew up on a mix myself. Knew I was dealing with British, Australian, and even Japanese programming when you see them in right-hand drive automobiles. Insider trading on this one. A white-collar Yakuza. Trying to give off an air of legitimacy.
なるほど。
今、登場界の金はこいつで回っていると言っても過言じゃない。年間かなりの金がこいつから登場界に流れてる。
He who has the gold makes the rules.
特に三代目錦山組の神田あたりはかなり峰から回してもらってるって話だ。
どうしてこの男が神田に？
この峰という男、数年前までは新興ベンチャーの立ち上げなんかをやってた普通の会社員だった。それをこっちの世界に誘ったのが無償上がりの神田だったらしい。
Would love to hear the story behind that.
峰は神田の仲介を得て、堂島大吾との杯を交わし、登場界へ来たみたいだ。
Yeah, before I only saw Japanese UK cars, so they look the same, so watching American movies made me think that. Yeah. Yeah, and the cars are quite different between the UK, Japan, and even the United States. Though a lot of that seems to be changing in recent years. You've got so many people buying SUVs now that, well, you're not to look for like the number plates or something. Everything looks so indistinguishable. Whereas before, there used to be such a distinctive car culture in each country. Or something that just made them so unique and interesting, and I think we've lost some of that. It's a bit tragic, really. Of course, then again, car culture in general has become... It's all become a bit boring, hasn't it? Cars look different now. They all look like bland shoes, yeah, or funny-looking little boxes. Sort of like what they're trying to do with the new so-called quote-unquote Jaguar. Honestly, it just has me pining for an old Mercedes, or give me an old JDM car. Dream cars to this day remain R107 560SL Mercedes convertible, still turns heads wherever it goes. Or a 1991 560 SEL saloon. Those two. I mean, that's really all I need. Or maybe a 500E class from the early 90s. That would also be nice. Can't get used to all the SUV truck thing in North America. Just happy we can buy smaller cars still, but slowly disappearing. Yeah. I've never really seen the appeal of the SUVs, and certainly not trucks. I am just too much of a British motorist at heart. I think anything you can do with an SUV or a truck, you can probably do with an estate wagon. And most people would be better off getting estates anyway. And there are ones out there, you can still have your fun with them. You know, like, it's not quite an estate, but Civic hatchback. That one's nice. Anything from Volvo. And Subaru, to this day, still has probably some of the best 5-doors that I've seen on market. I miss my old Scion XB. It was a toaster, but it was spacious. Yeah. Now, Scion didn't last very long in North America. It was basically an importation of some entry-level Toyota models. A lot of them got just folded into Toyota and released with Toyota badging. Easy that way.
それじゃあ 神田とつながっている可能性もあるのか。
いや、
Mine's loyal to the sixth chairman. With how beefy his own ranks have grown lately, he doesn't need Kanda's muscle anymore.
神田のことを煙たがってるだろう。
Who's next?
柏木さんは死の間際、俺に言った。リゾート開発の裏で利権を狙っている奴が東上界にいると。
俺もそう踏んでる。今の登場界でこれほどの絵が描けるのはこの4人くらいだ。
柏木さんはもう一つ俺に言った。その裏切り者は大悟を撃った男ともつながっていると。
大悟を撃った男だと？
No, it doesn't. Probably is a good idea. Well, we know one person who is responsible.
それとリゾートの買収候補地の土地を持っていた中原という男を撃った犯人。
No, not my best boy. He's too good for Tojo now.
一体どういうことだ？これ死んじまったお前の親代わりだった風間じゃねえか。
俺にもまだわからない。大悟と中原を撃ったというこの風間のおやっさんに似た男。俺を襲った黒いスーツの白人たち。それにさっきのヘリの襲撃。敵は一体どこにいるんだ？
まあ今はとにかく登場界の裏切り者を探すしか道はねえようだな。
ああ。
俺はこの絵の男が誰なのかを追ってみる。お前は柏木を殺す可能性が一番高い神田を追え。
Are we really sure it's him? Ever since Zero, I really like Majima. I don't think you'll be disappointed this go around, Hina. I think your boy, he's even in Yakuza 3, still got a few trick aces up his sleeve. We settled. I'll dig around for anything on the man in this sketch. You get off to Kanda. Right. Rumor has it Kanda gets his boys to haul a girl up to his hotel room every night. If anyone's gonna know where to find him, it's them. Mama, you mind if we use your bar as sort of base of operations? Hmm? Don't worry, we won't disrupt your business or anything. Just stick us in a back room, forget we even exist. Oh, Mama? Guess you're one of my best customers. I was one of your best customers before you were even around, love. Oh, what the heck. Go ahead. Appreciate it, Mama. Yeah, appreciate your love, bless. Just stay out of my customer's hair, alright? No problem. Sorry about this, Mama. Oh, it's nothing. This is the least I can do with how often Dante-san frequents my bar. It's rare you don't see him in here, glass of whiskey in hand. A man of taste. This bar's been around for a long time. I should love to own a bar like this. Or maybe even a pub that looks like this. You know, not just serving up some really good whiskey, but also serving up some really delicious pub food. I mean, like world-class Michelin star rated pub food. You come in here, you get a premium glass of whiskey, and like a piping hot shepherd's pie or something, or some bangers and mash. Or even just, you know, a beer, you know, tall glass of the premium malts and steak and ale pie. Or, you know, even if you just want just like some decent snacks or something, just like a plate of chips or something. That'd be perfect.
Oh.
Besides, Kitty-san, you're kind of my type. Hey, yo? Keep talking, darling.
Nani?
Yeah, what?
Oh.
Do I hear a tinge of jealousy in your voice, Date-san? Don't be ridiculous. Oh, you're blushing.
Kiryu.
Kiryu, can you please just go find Kando already? Don't let him bully you while I'm gone. Nice. Ah, now I have access to a hideout. Excellent. Nice glass of smooth beer, pretzels, some comfy chairs. What more could a person want in a bar? I don't know. Before long I'll be turning it into like a proper bed and breakfast or something, you know? A proper inn. Well, anyways, everyone, we're at the 3-hour mark here for streaming. I'm going to save the game here. And it is nearly 11 PM Eastern, 10 PM Central. I still need to eat dinner, and then I've got to go to bed at a decent hour. Let's see. Not a bad place to pause. What with the hideout being unlocked? Yeah. Alright. So with that, we will find someone to raid. Let's see here. I think I know exactly where I'm going to send you. Going to go from Yakuza to waifus. How's that sound, chat? Been a while, a little bit, since we've raided this one. But we're going to go raid Tiferet Evocatus. She is currently playing Girls Frontline 2. So let's show Tiff some love here. Wish her all the best as she collects her waifus. And I will see all of you tomorrow night for more Stardew Valley with Royal Rampage. VOD will be made available shortly, everyone, so watch for that if you missed anything in the stream. And catch up with the VOD. But yeah, I'll see everybody tomorrow night. I'm Lord Rexworth, wishing you all the best, and God bless.